Hi everybody, it's Dr. Abby and I'm here in the throes of writing my book, and I wanted to talk to you real quick about my experience with getting an editor on Fiverr. Fiverr is a website out there that lets you look at a whole bunch of different people who can do creative things and probably a lot more things that I looked at, but I was told that this is a good place to find an editor. So I went and I've originally found someone who would be able to do it in 3 days for the full 30,000 words that I had, in 3 days for like $175. And I thought, whoo, I got to get her, but I wasn't ready yet. When you look at the quotes there, you might not always find what you want. So I couldn't find anybody who would do 35,000 words or 30,000 words. I think I'm at 35,000. Yeah, 35,000 words on their listings and their packages. So you actually have to message people separately. So found this lady, 7 days for $250. But then I didn't want to wait 7 days. So I asked her, what would you charge if I wanted it in 3 days? And she upped it to $280. So I figured this is the only thing I'm paying for. I did not pay for someone to design my cover. I did not pay for someone to do my typesetting. So this was my only out of pocket for this whole entire experience. So $280 is also way better than the $700 and the $1,300 quotes that I was getting. So here, I was waiting for her to actually send me the little offer message. There's an offer message with what she's going to do and how much it's going to cost, and you have to click to accept, right? And then that's when you pay. But while she was taking a long time to send me that little offer message, maybe she was formatting it or whatever, I decided to just look at her profile and she had lots of really, really good reviews, really great reviews actually. But I looked at her profile and she had 8 mistakes on it. That's actually her marketing piece, and she had 8 mistakes on it. Then I realized, I looked a little bit closer. I should have looked more closely earlier, and you should too. But I noticed that she was from Nigeria, and nothing's wrong with that, but English is not her first language, even though she says that she speaks English, and maybe she does, but her style of English could also be very different. Just because we're American speaking English, that's different than speaking English in different countries. Anyway, and here's one of the examples of something that she had on her profile. She says, I can help you with grammar, comma, spellings, comma, and punctuations. Now, if you know English, at least here in America, you know that spelling and punctuation doesn't get an S at the end of them. I looked it up, and spelling can have an S if you're specifically talking about the different spellings of a word or something like that. But punctuation definitely doesn't ever get an S. It's a collective noun. Anyway, you're hearing the English teacher come out. I sent her a note, just so you know, and I listed all 8 of her mistakes. I mean, maybe I could help her and she could get some more clients by not having so many errors in her profile. Okay, so then I had to go back into Fiverr and look for some good profiles, and no one out there had the $280 as a quote. So I had to send out messages to different people saying, hey, would you be willing to do this many words for $280 in 3 days? And the first person, and of course I only send that message out to people that had good profiles, okay? Then the first person to come back to me was this really nice lady, and she said she would be able to do it. Actually, she asked for 4 days, which 4 days makes her land on Saturday, which is good because I still have to go meet with my brother and find out his edits, and I still needed time to make these videos because I wanted to get these videos done before the final edits and everything. So that's fine. I gave her 4 days, and she's doing it for $280, and so I'm really excited. She's actually really good. Yesterday she sent me a sampling of her edits for the first 15 pages. I could tell that she's on the same wavelength with me. Okay, so she changed some things and that made things a little bit more clear. Not a lot, but I could tell she knew what I was trying to say. I also know that we have different styles, and I didn't accept all her changes. So when you go through Microsoft Word, you can click reject the change or accept the change. And so I changed some things back. I rejected her changes, and then I only kept the ones I wanted to. Remember, I was an English teacher for 11 years, so I know certain things like an introductory prepositional phrase that is short does not need a comma after it. So if you have at home at the beginning of a sentence, you don't have to put a comma after it. It's optional, okay? And so she wanted me to put the comma. I know you don't have to. Things like that. She did reword some things that I just really, really like the way she said it better, so I changed those. Oh my goodness, there's so many things that we're doing, and the editing's happening, and this could be done by tomorrow. So I can't wait to jump into the hearts and the minds of the people that are going to read this book, that it's going to change their lives. This is the book that I'm writing to my past self, because I wish someone had told me some of these things so that I could find my voice sooner. So it's really happening, everybody. Watch out for Speak Up, a Knock, coming out soon on Amazon.